Deus Ex Mankind Divided is one of the most anticipated RPGs of the year, and for good reason. Eidos Montreal did an amazing job with Deus Ex Human Revolution, and they are looking to continue with that momentum into Mankind Divided. In this video, we'll be taking a look at 10 amazing facts you need to know about the latest in the cyberpunk action RPG series. Number 1. Deus Ex Mankind Divided is set 2 years after Human Revolution in 2029. Adam Jensen is faced with the aftermath of the AUG incident and the impact of his decision on how to resolve it. Following his discovery of the Illuminati in 2027, Jensen is determined to bring down the Shadowy Group and collaborates with the Juggernaut Collective in an attempt to achieve this. Number 2. While Human Revolution was a very choice-driven game, Eidos has explained that there are no plans for save files from Deus Ex Human Revolution to carry over into Mankind Divided, so individual player choices will not be reflected in the sequel. The development for Human Revolution was very linear in that Eidos Montreal weren't focused on creating a story with the sequel in mind. While currently all of Eidos Montreal's focus is on Mankind Divided, now that they know the potential of the series and where it could go, they are creating the game with a more global mind in the Deus Ex universe. Number 3. In Mankind Divided, those that are augmented are being looked down upon, Jensen included. This shows whenever you're walking around the streets, some people will fear you, others will even make derogatory comments in passing. Because of this, those that are augmented have begun demanding equality, and this conflict between those that are augmented versus those that are not will heavily impact the decision making in the game. Number 4. Having multiple pathways and options has always been a big point in Deus Ex, and that's no different with Mankind Divided. There are several ways to complete each objective. Certain upgrades to augmentations will open up different paths and different player choices, leading to different outcomes. For example, if you level up your jump, you'll be able to go on a higher platform. Killing in the game isn't even mandatory. With Human Revolution, you could avoid all non-boss encounters, but with Mankind Divided, avoiding bosses will also be a possibility. All of this allows for the game to be extremely replayable, as each playthrough can be completely different in terms of playstyles. Number 5. The game is being developed with 4 gameplay pillars in mind: combat, stealth, hacking, and social. The hacking ability from Human Revolution will be available once again, but it's being stepped up a notch with much more options in what to hack and what software you'll need to hack, and it will be possible to hack objects remotely. The conversation battle mechanic will also make a reappearance, and while stealth gameplay was always great in Deus Ex, the combat was a bit lacking. So with Mankind Divided, one of the goals was to bring the combat up to par with the stealth gameplay. The controls have also been redesigned to have a better experience with augmentations to allow the player to go on the fly and be quicker.
We've added in Adam's arsenal the Titan Shield. This allows Adam to become for a short instant a human tank and face heavy fire.
Number 6. As well as featuring certain augmentations from Human Revolution, several new ones will be introduced. These include a detachable nano blade, a protective nano shield, and a fist-mounted electro-shock system akin to modern-day tasers, an augmentation that allows Jensen to tag and take out enemies silently. Some enemies in Mankind Divided will possess augmentations similar to the ones used by Jensen, making them much more deadly. Number 7. Mankind Divided is allowing for greater flexibility in gunplay. You'll be able to customize the sights and the ammunition types of your weapons.
This part of the presentation only represents a small chunk.
Number 8. The game will include both indoor and outdoor locations. The maps are pretty big, but it's not as big as an open world game. Yet they are also very dense. The biggest level is 1 square kilometer in size and includes 300 million polygons.
This area, we could have gone down through the cafeteria, entered some barracks, or gone upstairs.
Number 9. Deus Ex Mankind Divided will have full support for DirectX 12 along with TressFX 3.0 at launch. Hopefully that doesn't mean that the game will suffer on Nvidia hardware, but it should be mentioned that Human Revolution was an AMD-sponsored game. We'll have to wait and see on that. Deus Ex Mankind Divided is also running on the new Dawn engine. The engine features new technology that allows for improved rendering capabilities, real-time physics, and advanced artificial intelligence programming. And finally, number 10, you might have not known that there was a pre-order program for Deus Ex Mankind Divided. It caused a lot of controversy because of its tiered reward levels from tier 1 to tier 5. The system gave the buyer the ability to choose what they got depending on what global tier was reached from the pre-orders. The pre-order system was compared to the way Kickstarter campaigns work. The more pre-orders, the more items the people who pre-ordered would get. One of them was also a possible early release for the game. Due to the negative reaction from fans and critics, the system has been cancelled and all pre-order content will be available to those who pre-order the game or purchase a day 1 edition. The game is now releasing in August of this year after a delay from the original release of February 2016. It will be available on PC, PS4, and Xbox One. So that wraps up 10 amazing facts about Deus Ex Mankind Divided. What do you think? Are you excited for the game? Will you be picking it up on day 1? Let us know in the comment section down below. Thank you for watching and goodbye.